Good morning, children. I'm Kusum, back with your social studies lesson. Children, in our previous lessons, we have done what is the Constitution and the preamble. Do you remember what is Constitution? Okay, tell me what you can see on the screen. Constitution of India. This is the law book of our country. Constitution of India. This book contains the fundamental laws, ideas and rules. Which book? Constitution. The Constitution is the book which contains the fundamental laws, ideas and rules of our country that guide us about our fundamental rights and duties. Indian Constitution is the world's best constitution and largest constitution too. Now see what is next on the screen. What is this? The preamble. Preamble. What is preamble, children? You remember? I'll revise. The preamble to the Constitution is the brief introduction that set guidelines which help the people of country to present the principle of the Constitution. It sets the guideline for the government on how to rule, how to govern our country. Is it clear, children? Children, till now we have learnt that our Constitution provides guideline for the government on how to run a country or how to take care of our country, and same time it provides us basic or fundamental rights and duties which we are supposed to perform as a good citizen. So let's see what are the fundamental rights. These are the rights which are essential for intellectual, moral and spiritual development of individuals. Means our Constitution gives us few basic rights, and these rights are essential or very important for our all-round development, and these rights are important for our intellectual development, moral and spiritual development. Okay, children, let's see what are these rights. Right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational right, right to constitutional remedies. These are the 6 basic fundamental rights provided to us from our Constitution. We will be doing one by one in detail. So first is right to equality. So children, in our country, we all are equal before law. No citizen can be discriminated against on the basis of their religion, caste, race, sex or place of birth. We all should get equal opportunity to earn money. Means as a citizen of our country, nobody is having right to discriminate on the basis of anything. We all are equal before law and we all are equally fortunate to get opportunity to earn money for our livelihood, and this right is given to us from our Constitution. Now see what is next, children. Right to freedom. In this we have right to freedom, freedom of speech and expression. Means we are free to keep our views in front of others fearlessly, but it should be morally and spiritually right. We should keep in our mind that our action, our expression should not hurt anybody's emotions. We are having right to form association, union, and we are free to move from one place to another. We are free to reside anywhere in our country. We are free to choose profession of our choice. And you know, children, there is a law which says compulsory education to children between 6 years to 14 years. Okay, so these are the freedoms we get from our constitution. So what are the two things we have done, children? The right to equality and right to freedom. Let's see what is third one. Right against exploitation. Right against exploitation means prohibiting all forms of forced labor, child labor, and human trafficking. Prohibiting means to refuse to allow something which is legally not right, which is formally not right, which is crime. And forced labor is a crime. Children, nobody can bound us to work for them. We are going to decide for whom we want to work and for whom we don't want to work. This is our wish. Okay, children? In the same way, child labor is a crime. Child below 14 years is not responsible for earning bread and butter for their family. They are responsible. They are responsible for education. So, our government, our constitution has provided special law for them, under which they are supposed to go to school for free compulsory education. So, we cannot force little children to work. Morally and ethically, we are supposed to send them school. If they are less privileged, then also. This special law is for less privileged children especially. Okay. Now, human trafficking. Children, do you know what is human trafficking? Human trafficking means illegal transport of people from one place to another place for our personal benefits. This is against humanity. This is against law. We are not supposed to sell and buy humans. They are not things. But still, few people are doing it. But our constitution is keeping a check on these things. So, our constitution has given us a right. If we see such illegal activities, we are supposed to raise our voice. Yes, children. So, right against exploitation means prohibiting all forms of forced labor, child labor and human trafficking. I believe this is clear to you all. Now see what is fourth one. Right to freedom of religion. Right to freedom of religion means our country, India, is not having any official religion. Our country respect all religions. Our country protect all religions. Our country practice all religions. And our constitution has given freedom to us to follow the religion or to practice the religion of our choice. Nobody can force us to follow their religion. We are free to follow any religion of our choice. Is it clear, children? So, religious freedom means to provide citizens freedom to choose their religion. Religious freedom is provided to all the citizens. Everybody has right to practice, profess and propagate their religion of their own choice. And our country is not having any official religion. It protects, it respects and it practices all the religions. Is it clear, children? So, what is third? Right against exploitation. Fourth, right to freedom of religion. Children, till now we have done right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion. Now see what is fifth one? Cultural and educational right. Cultural and educational rights means our constitution gives us freedom or states that all minorities or religions or linguistic means related to any language can set up their own educational institute or organization in order to preserve or save their culture or to develop their culture. So children, according to our constitution, we are free to set up our organization or institution where we can save or develop our culture. I believe it is clear to you all. Now see what is our last and sixth fundamental right. Constitutional right to constitutional remedies. Remedies? How can we treat here ourselves? Yes, children, we can treat here ourselves whenever we believe that any of our fundamental rights have been exploited by anybody. We are free to move or to go to the court for justice. Nobody can stop us if we feel that anybody is disrespecting us or anybody is anybody is against our fundamental rights. We are free to move to the court for the justice. Our constitution says citizens are free to move the court if they believe that any of their fundamental rights have been violated by the state. So children, clear? Fifth, cultural and educational rights. Sixth, right to constitutional remedies. Children, I believe fundamental rights are clear to you all. These are the rights given to us by our constitution for the well-being of our society or for the well-being of us. There are 6 fundamental rights and they are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights. Last one is right to constitutional remedies. Now, what? Let's talk about fundamental duties. These are the duties that our constitution expects from us to perform. Okay, children? These are not compulsory, but we are supposed to perform for a good reason. Now, children, we can say fundamental duties are defined as the moral obligation. Obligation means which is morally and legally bounded, which is morally or legally right. I'm repeating again, fundamental duties are defined as the moral obligations of all the citizens to promote a spirit of patriotism and to uphold the unity of India. We are supposed to perform these duties. So children, these are very important to promote brotherhood. To promote brotherhood, to feel like one family, that we all are one family. So again I am repeating, these are the duties defined as the moral obligations of all the citizens, means not for specific group of people. This is for everybody, that promote a spirit of patriotism and to uphold the unity of India and to make us feel like we are one family. Let's see what are these duties. We must show respect to the national flag and national anthem. Means we should always stand in attention whenever we salute our national flag and whenever we sing or listen national anthem. Next is we must take care of the environment. We should take care of our environment. How we can save our environment? By not cutting trees, means stop deforestation. We should take control on pollution. These are the small things. We can save energy, we can save our natural resources. So these are the small acts by which we can take care of our environment. See what is next. We must take care of public property. Means whenever we go for picnic, whenever we go to visit any historical monument, we should take care of them. We should not spoil them. We should not harm them. Okay. Now see what is next. We must preserve our cultural heritage. Means we should save and develop our culture. What our ancestors given us. We should adopt good thing from them, and we should promote to our next generation so that it can develop and we can keep it safely. What is next? Parents or guardians must send their children or wards to school. Yes, children, those who are, especially children, those who are less fortunate, less privileged, government or constitution provides them a free compulsory education or free medical services for them. So children, these are the duties which we are expected to follow or perform. Let's repeat one by one again. We must show respect to the national flag and national anthem. We must take care of the environment. We must take care of public property. We must preserve our cultural heritage. Parents or guardians must send their children or wards to school. So children, I believe this is clear to you all. Thank you. Stay blessed.